Hello and welcome back to Stop and Go F1. Fancy seeing you here. In my last video, I said it was the last one for the day. It turns out I was wrong because we have breaking news coming out of Austria, and that is that a load of penalties have just been applied to the guys who finished racing about 2.5 hours ago. So, for those of you who aren't aware, there's been lots of track limits issues across the grid this weekend, especially in qualifying. We saw it a lot, especially for Sergio. It turns out we didn't count them all in the race, and they needed more. So, not long after the race finished, Aston Martin lodged a protest against the race result, saying that all the track limits breaking hadn't been taken into account when giving out the penalties. And it also appeared that apparently the commentators have a screen where they see all the track limits, violations, all that kind of stuff, and that hadn't updated since about lap 12 of a 71-lap race. The FIA have upheld the protest by Aston Martin, saying that they did not check all the track limit violations, and it came out that an approximate 1,200 track limits violation had happened during the race today. And as we sit here right now, the new penalties have been given out to some of the drivers across the grid. The biggest thing is that Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez have got no penalties. So the podium remains the same. But there are some names who have got penalties, and we'll go through them now. Firstly, Carlos Sainz has got a 10-second penalty. Lewis Hamilton has got 10 seconds. Pierre Gasly has got 10 seconds. Alex Albon has got 10 seconds. Esteban Ocon has got 30 seconds worth of penalties. Logan Sargent has got 10 seconds. Nick De Vries has got 15 seconds. And Yuki Tsunoda has got 5 seconds. Now, I'm not sure how that goes for lower down in the grid, but it does mean we have got a brand new top 10. Now, as I said, the top 3 remain the same, Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, but Sainz, who was 4th, is now down to 6th, meaning that Lando Norris has got P4 in the McLaren, and Fernando Alonso completes the top 5 in the Aston. Because of Lewis Hamilton's penalty, Russell and Hamilton changed spaces, so Russell now has 7th, Hamilton has 8th, and Gasly, who was 9th, is now 10th, with Lance Stroll taking 9th place. Now, something very interesting that I believe this means, if my maths is correct, is that Aston Martin have picked up around about 12 points here from this appeal that they've put in, which I believe puts them now second in the Constructors' Championship again, if my maths is correct. In terms of other championships, I don't think it makes a huge difference. George Russell might overtake Charles Leclerc. Apart from that, I think... Lando Norris might overtake Ocon in the drivers. But the bigger one for the Constructors is that I think Aston Martin are now second in the Constructors' Championship. There you go. I think that is all we've got for today. I think. But who knows at this point? We could have breaking news at any point. I'm literally just scrolling through Twitter now just to make sure nothing else pops up at all. But yes, that is the top 10. I don't know what has happened to the rest of the grid, but there you go. That's the top 10. Welcome to F1, where races are decided 2 hours later. Have a lovely rest of your evening. I'll see you later. Goodbye.